codependency. And you'll find a lot of people in codependent relationships uh, who are somehow related or in love with a person who's an addict or alcoholic. You can't follow them to their demise. And I say that because there's an analogy that I always use about a drowning victim. You recognize the distress, you love them. What do you do? The only thing that you can do is something like I'm doing now, which is stare yourself in the mirror and remember that you're the problem. I was told that once by an alcoholic. You can't fix it until you stare in the mirror and look at the problem. And it helped me quite a bit because I fixed it and all the chaos in my life left. So there's nothing else I can do except tell you about my road to recovery. And it's not a good thing for someone to edit the truth. The truth is our compass in life. It's the thing that will lead us back home. Because we know we don't need faith. We just know. And whatever that is, that truth that guides you, is how you remain true to who you are. And a lot of times you'll find yourselves making excuses to try to hide the facts from people out of shame, out of guilt, out of seeking their acceptance. And you'll end up losing yourself in the chaos that is the addict. There's no one who wins in that situation. The only people that will ever win are the people who are profiteering off of the alcohol and off of the drugs, which is going to be doctors and distributors in the end. So when you notice things that are weird, like cash only for drugs for your kids, ask them, why the hell can't you take insurance then? And it's because the insurance company won't support the abuse. Not only by the addict, but by the prescribing doctor, because they don't have to report it to insurance when it's cash. There's a lot of nuances to America's new hustlers. And, there's stories out there that I've read in different magazines. I think this one was in Newsweek, I'm not sure. It was about a significant drug company here in the United States who had I think it was a blood pressure pill. It may have been a cholesterol pill or something, I can't remember. But it wouldn't pass the FDA. And the FDA, they're there for a reason. And they had already manufactured all these pills anticipating that they would get their way, which they usually did. So they flushed them in Mexico. They sold them. And they had Mexican distributors or drugstores, doctors, however they do it down there. And they even changed what the ailment was that it was for. It ended up being for birth control or something like that. And it caused generations of disfigurements in kids that were born and deaths. And the drug company continued on. And I doubt they ever even bought a flower for a funeral. And that's big business, folks. That's the way they do things. There's profits, and then there's a mission statement. And if you're going to for some reason it kicks on and 20 of these things will go, it's almost like it just hit online or something. Thanks, Ginger. All you can do as a parent is try to detour your child or detour your spouse and keep your family out of the muck. And sometimes you just got to pick your family up and walk away from whatever that chaos is. And it's a horrible, horrible thing. It really is. Because you're going to end up drowning with them if they're hell-bent on drinking and drugging. There's recreational people who can do it, and it's not dominant of their life. They don't have to wake up and trade and deal drugs and get in that quick, fast thinking mode. They don't have to get up and chug down Caribbean rum and call it breakfast with some foo-foo in it. They don't have to wake and bake. They don't have to throw on their favorite outfit and start to shimmy and shake either, because that's another addiction. Attention. I hope this helps somebody, because I know the heartache. I know the road. And it ends the same every time, it seems like. And there's a way to try to address it. It's called education. It's the young ones who need the education. Because I believe addicts are damned to be taught the behavior by other addicts. And I also think that there's a genetic link. So they get double dipped. Mom or dad's an addict. They watch mom or dad be an addict. They're taught to be an addict. They are an addict. And then they pass it on down the line. And something's going to break that cycle. And I've touched on it before. If we can somehow take these children, and there's a safe way to do it, to block the breeding, then you can get all the religious zealots content with there's no more abortions, and turn around and save children from having children too young, so they can focus on their education, build a better foundation, and become stronger United States citizens. It's something that I don't think it would cost as much as it does to watch these cycles continue.